Granblue has almost 900 playable characters right now. That's a lot of characters. And unless your name is Nakamura Yuichi, you don't have all of them. But that's not how the mind of a gamer works. We wish for more. Our desire to attain the unattainable is ever growing. Our hunger for that which we cannot have is insatiable. And as such, we keep wanting new toons to be added. With such a rich cast of NPCs and a history of turning NPCs into playable units, it's only natural that players will see a cool looking NPC and want them. I'm no exception. Hi, I'm Ducky, and today I wanted to talk about my top picks for NPCs I wish they could release a playable version of. Grab your copium masks because today we are going to need it. They are not in any particular order, but there's a lot of them to go through, so let's get started. The first character I wish we could have a playable version is Alba. And if you have never seen this girl before in your life, go read the damn main quest. Shame on you. Alba was introduced in August 2021, with the release of the main quest chapters 141 through 148, in Libertaria Island. She ended up being our ally on the place and helped us out with a variety of stuff. What she does is not particularly important right now. Point is, she looks cool as hell. She's wholesome, despite what her looks might suggest. She has a dead boyfriend, meaning that she's single right now. And she used to be in the disciplinary committee back in school, meaning she actually kicks ass and is combat ready. And different from certain other allies during part 3, she's supposedly still alive. Sadly, after we departed from Libertaria, we haven't seen her a single time. I can kinda understand it though. The main quest is kinda going hard on that whole point of no return thing I commented on last week. Looking at Alba, I could see her being literally any element really. Her color pattern makes me think that dark makes the most sense, but there's nothing stopping her from being earth or fire either. Anything goes. Just please. I love her. It's been 3 years. Switching gears to a completely different type of character. The second one is an old friend, Pommern. This guy has been in the game for as long as the game existed. He's an OG folk, there from day one. And as such, he went through a lot and had a complete character arc. He started as the most stereotypical, literally mustache-twirling villain possible, but he more than redeemed himself. Turns out he was just a loyal, devoted Earth soldier, and all he ever wanted was to see his home prosper and his people happy, but found himself in the middle of a corrupt government and had little he could do by himself. A man is just as good or as bad as his environment, and Pommern is the living proof of this. Every time he shows up, it brings a smile to my face, because he's just a really cool and extremely funny character, and once he stopped being the one-dimensional generic villain he was supposed to be, his story is actually really captivating. Element-wise, this one has a clear winner. We fight him a few times during the main quest, and since he's infused with dark essence, his element is dark in these fights. I don't see why this would change if he ever gets a playable version. Oh, by the way, did you know that Pommern is so cool that he has a prequel manga? Like, real official content about his young days? Maybe I could make a video on this in the future. My third character I wish could be playable is everyone's favorite disaster lesbian, Tristete. This one might seem like I'm cheating, because, let's be honest, we all know it's happening, right? Does anyone have any doubts whatsoever that Tristete will be playable in like 1 or 2 accordance events time? But, actually, Ducky, did you forget what happened at the end of Unbound Asterism? I did not. How could I? How dare you imply I did? Like, yeah, that ending makes things a bit more complex to deal with. But like, come on, you all remember how Marionette Stars ended? And well, Look who is in my fire team right now. Explain that. Anyway, with an axe in hand and the ability to control monsters, I can see her playable unit being something similar to how Lumberjack works. And if she also has some gimmick of summoning dogs every few skill presses, she would synergize well with Kupitan. How cute would that be? Lastly, this is also a low-hanging fruit, but I genuinely want it. Lamorak. The middle brother of the whale's royalty, and perhaps the most normal one, which says a lot about the other brothers. Technically speaking, we first saw him all the way back in 2016, with the November Star event between Frost and Flame. But the grow-up adult he is today only shows up in 2020, during the Savor of Dalmor. And how could we not love the guy? Dude does whatever he wants. Quite literally the personification of the does thing, refuse to elaborate, leaves meme. He canonically has access to a multitude of different schools of magic and is quite talented in all of them. He's also a double agent and now has a depressed girlfriend. He's just so cool. I wish I could walk with him during lunch break at school. Element wise, I think he really screams earth, doesn't he? But I could also see him being water or dark. It's just sad that such a fun character is stuck in the Dragon Knights plotline. The thing is a mess. And that's it for this video, thank you all for watching. I'm sure you all have some really strong opinions about characters that should be playable, as I'm aware that I didn't pick a bunch of really popular ones. So let me know in the comments which characters are on your personal wishlist. Anyway, this was Ducky and I'll see you all later.